Hello everybody, Epic Mewtwo here. Today we are back for another Dokkan News video roundup this time around. Yay, we love our roundups, and I am not alone this time. We have the boy Kayvon joining us for this news adventure. Hello, my friend.
That hello everybody hurt my ears something bad, but we're going along with it.
Sorry. I haven't said it in a little bit because I haven't recorded anything before now, so I really had the energy to give it my all.
He took my ears.
Anyway, today,
the censored version.
yes, of course,
Anybody who gets that joke.
Thank you, ProZD. We're going to be taking a look at everything that has dropped in terms of news within the past 24 hours and a little bit more, actually. There has been some absolutely crazy developments in the Dokkan space. As you can see, we have like a ton of tabs open. Our friend's internet would be crying right now, but
That's a joke nobody's gonna get.
yeah, we're gonna go through it all. So basically, version 4.9.0 was released on Dokkan after the maintenance last night on JP, and it introduced...
They saw Global was ahead, and they just said, nope, not allowed.
Hakai.
Sorry about that, go.
No, you're good. They said Hakai, bro. So, the brand new mode was introduced. It's kind of funny, I will say, because these update posts here like mega threads, and it's like just the information that's in the new battle thing.
Really small one.
Yeah. Basically, the new update is just Chain Battle, which is the brand new Dokkan quote-unquote co-op mode. We're going to get a little bit more into that in a second, because as far as we understand at this time, it's co-op, but kind of not really. We'll also be learning a little bit more.
Really.
What's up? Yeah. So let's go over everything. It does say that the event is not coming right now. It will be coming a little bit later, but basically we've implemented a new battle mode that aims to update the high score by damaging enemies in cooperation with characters borrowed from friends and guests. Wow, what a mouthful. Alright, so from details of function, please check out the notice at the time of the event. Alright, so they're not giving us any information in-game, but we will get to that later. Implementation of new function, Secret Treasure Chest. We've implemented a new function, Secret Treasure Chest, at the fortune-telling Baba Exchange. So the Secret Treasure Box is a function that can be opened by exchanging specific treasure. The Secret Treasure Chest will be available at fortune-telling Baba shop later. For details, we plan to release them later. UI changes and other bug fixes. So, regarding the treasure chest, we are assuming that this will be what you get for doing chain battle.
Yeah.
And actually, I just made a connection of something we're going to look at later with the Dokkan assets that I think an asset actually is for the treasure chest. So I'll have to tweet that out later. But
also keep in mind this is equipment apparently. So
right.
It's really good to know.
As you can see here, and I think in the other image, this gives equipment. And actually, that confirms my suspicion of this asset. I guess this asset must give you the...
What's that item?
Huh? It's new.
Interesting.
Yeah, because I didn't know what it was when I uploaded it last night, but now that it's in the same image, I guess it makes sense. I'll have to tweet about that on Dokkan Assets later. But anyhow, they're talking about...
there, actually.
What's that?
Collecting the Unity Mark will open the secret chest. So they're like keys, basically. Interesting.
Yeah, Explosive Chain Battle uses the power of friends to aim for high rankings. So they don't, they make it seem like these are two... Actually, no, these are linked, because this is in the new battle mode coming soon.
I guess it might be that the chain battle drops the, I guess they call it Unity marks in this, at least.
Or at least
that lets you open chests.
Yeah, makes sense.
Space.
DBZ Space, that's right.
Of course.
But yeah, so those things are linked. Apparently these chests give you equipment, and we actually have a website here, which is the official Dokkan website with the chain event. I don't know why they actually put it in... I don't know why they necessarily put it in the news, because normal players can't access it in the game. So
can't you usually click a link?
Yeah,
it takes you there?
I don't know. Also, Did you really not let it? Oh, it's because of the uppercase S.
Yeah,
That's why. Got goofed on.
Yeah.
Anyway, we have the website for it here. Now I am gonna tell you, this is all not gonna make sense to any of us. This video we're also gonna take a look at later, because it's all in Japanese. So, willingly or not, we have the homie Goresh here.
Hey, Goresh, how you doing?
Yeah, whoa, Goresh, you're back. Welcome back to the channel, man. Basically, we have Goresh doing a 2-minute, actually, how much is this total? 4-minute explanation of Chain Battle and going through the website. So what we're going to do is we are going to have the homie Goresh talk in the background. We're actually going to have the audio in the video. Definitely go actually check out the tweet because I don't want to just steal my man for the sake of this video. But we're going to listen to this. We're probably going to be quiet while we're playing it because obviously we want you to be able to hear Goresh. Maybe we'll pause and analyze. But I think what I'll do is I'll just go through the website at the same time that he's talking. So, or maybe not, we'll just watch the video, but let's get it started.
So I'm going to do a quick video here because it's going to be too long to type all this stuff on Twitter, so I'll just upload this to Twitter directly probably. This might end up being 2 separate videos, but this is going over the explosive chain battle mode coming to Dokkan. I'm going to go through this quickly, and then there's actually a video we can play in the second part, and I can talk about what's going on there. So this will probably be 2 videos. This is a mode where you borrow the power of friends, and you just deal as much damage as possible to the enemy, and then the I guess the synergy between you and your friends or whatever supporters decide how much you decide if you win or lose, basically. So first you click the start button. This is the menu that comes up. I guess it looks a lot like Battlefield does. Step 2 is you choose the friends that you want to lend to your. You choose the units that you want to lend to your friends. So everyone's going to be lending a certain amount of units to. I guess it looks like it's going to be 10. So it looks like you lend 10 units out, and then people can like pick and choose who they want out of the units that you lend to them. Step 3 is...
Hold on, before we move on, who shared their Arquee?
Oh, bro. Arquee got one shot this mode. What do you mean?
Sorry, we'll continue. I just had to point it out.
You want to... I don't even know what this means because this is very technical. So you want to choose friend supporters and connectors. These 2 are the connectors. So you have Super Saiyan 3 Goku up here and then Metal Cooler. I can barely see it says connectors right here. This is the quote-unquote battle character. I guess that is the main character that's going to be fighting. And then these in here, I believe, are the supporters. So you have 2 connectors, and then you have 10 support. You have 12 supporters, 2 connectors, and 1 main battle character. Step 4 is characters will randomly appear here, and then you have to choose 3 randomly to, I guess, participate in the attack. And then down here they sort of talk about basically you want to make sure that you have good synergy with your supporters to deal as much damage as possible, and then there's sort of like a ranking thing here, and you can challenge it every day, and it just says aim for the top here. So that's going to be the first part. We'll move into the second part here with the video.
Alrighty, second part.
It's a little bit long, but we'll talk about it as it's playing here.
Okay, so let's actually play the video while Goresh is looking at it here. This video also, too, I believe is the same one that's on this Reddit post that we're going to look at.
Yes, it is. The exact same video.
So then let me, I'll just look at it on the Reddit post.
Yeah, just play it through there, if anything.
Alright, so here we go with the video. Just going to go quickly through this and explain it. It's a little bit long, but we'll talk about it as it's playing here. So this is your battle character. This is the character we saw down here in part 1, this main one up here. That says battle character, obviously, and it is in 1 times animation, so it's not always going to be this slow. You can choose to turn it part to 2 times if you want. I don't know who would keep it at 1. Here we go. We have the, I guess, allies coming in here to help out. Okay, so we have everyone coming up here. This is the Superclass Chain. So all the Superclass allies will light up. Here's the Extreme Class Chain. I guess you get more points depending on like how many you have of each class. Then this is just says accumulating ki, charging up ki. Okay. And then I believe Brawley Attacks. And here's where you have to choose 3 out of these 8 randomly chosen allies. So I guess you want to choose the 3 that have the most synergy with each other. So this guy ends up going with Gogeta, Goten, and Trunks. So we have these 3 that he chose. So now I guess they're going to attack with those 3. Let's see. Yeah, so all 3 of the supporters are now attacking Brawley. The support attack, quote unquote, is what it said. So they're doing stuff. Still at 1 time speed. Okay, so they're charging up Ki once more. And this is your main battle character, so now it's time for it says full power, now it's time for the main battle character to attack, it looks like. So he's going to go in there and do his normal super attack, and then it's going to do a ton of damage. And this is where the mode, I guess, is sort of ranking people with each other. Because you see he does a ton of damage here, whatever that number is. It's a big number. 46 million, I think, yeah. So that is basically the video. So based off of that number that you do in damage, that's where you're being ranked here, I guess, on the high score list. It's kind of like the punching bag event, if you want to think about it that way, in terms of you're ranked based off of how much damage you can deal in 1 hit. So that's why it says here you want to make sure that you have the most synergy possible with your supporters and do the most damage you can to the enemies. And that's pretty much it.
All right, perfect. I know the video was a little bit off from what Goresh was saying,
Yeah,
but I
definitely.
think you get the point.
You
Again,
should
if
go
you
for what he says there too.
right, definitely. But
Yeah,
again,
just
if you would
goes
like
on.
to watch these videos, link in the description as per usual. Thank you for the homie Goresh for coming on, man. I appreciate it. You know what? I'm actually gonna do that. I'm gonna put him in the title. It's good. It's good for the views.
Hey,
You know,
there you go.
we have to. I know he
See,
won't care.
It's not clickbait if he's actually in the video.
Right, exactly. Anyway, so Goresh makes some other notes here. When remaining brain, please work. When remaining time falls to 50% or below, supporters that have better synergy become highlighted, so it becomes much easier to choose better ones quickly. On the other hand, you will do less damage to the enemy the more time elapses, so it's better to choose supporters quickly. Supporter synergy is determined by the amount of shared categories, typing, and link skills shared between the supporters. This synergy directly affects the damage dealt to the enemy. If you choose 3 supporters within the allowed time, 3 supporters will be chosen for you at random. Damage will increase slightly the more time that is remaining once your 3 supporters have been chosen. So,
Interesting.
lots of interesting information here. I believe
That probably explains why the video showed choosing Dokkan and Trunks, because they're both from Brawley Movie. They both have literally the exact same link set.
right,
Same
and they're
categories
awful.
too. Vegeta's got one out. I mean,
The SR trunks at least. But Gresh also
Yeah.
makes another note here. The way I think connectors work in chain battles, you have one super class and one extreme class connector, and you want them to have synergy with your main battle unit. The synergy will then chain to 6 super and extreme class supporters for added bonuses. So very interesting stuff there. Goresh, of course, thank you, of course, for always doing some great work in the community and translating all of that information for us. Of course, links to Goresh's Twitter and everything else in the description below, excuse me. So that's basically Chain Battle. That's how it works, essentially. Again, we're going to have to see how it works in practice, of course, when the mode comes out. As we read in the Dokkan news section, we don't actually have a confirmed date for this, but of course we can kind of assume that it's going to release with Golden Week, right?
And I would also assume that this is a daily thing where you have only a certain attempts, because otherwise there would be no point, if that makes any sense.
Right. I did say on there you can challenge it daily, I think. Goresh mentioned that. So,
limited.
yeah, I assume so. I would assume that would be the case. But that is basically all of the, like, information that we know about Chain Battle.
Yeah.
Lots of other interesting stuff too. Dokkanner also returned. God bless. Welcome back, my man. I don't think he's actually returning for good. Someone made a comment saying that he wasn't, but he did try and give us a little bit more information about the new mode. So we can go ahead and read the, unfortunately, we only have the Twitter translation, really. But we'll read what he put as well, just to see if we can get anything else here. Everything is not very clear at this stage. The event seems occurring with each time with a different boss, vulnerable to certain categories, which will limit the playable cards. Expect a few points. Let's see. You'll have to choose 10 cards, which will define those which will be usable by your friends. They must meet the criteria imposed by the boss. The player prepares the fight by choosing 2 friendly teams, as well as 2 other friends, sort of leader. A power/ability bar will be visible to help choices. Oh, that's cool. During the fight, a phase will consist in choosing 3 cards with the most... Oh, no.
Affinities.
Thank you. I couldn't... My brain was just like, nope, shut up. Links and categories to make the most damage possible. A timer limit will reflect the time. And then he also notes the event will have its own classification. Your rank among your other players will be based on the total damage you have inflicted. There will be rewards based on your ranking percentage, unlike TB, whatever that is. Interesting. So thank you, Dokkan, for that information as well.
Now, if they're comparing ranks to other people, then I feel like that's going to get a bit iffy. But
yeah, we'll see the exact details, but honestly, this is quite a lot more information than I thought we were going to get. I suppose it kind of helps that we have the website to give us a little bit of a clue in as to what's new.
You know, Goresh.
Of course, the homie Goresh. Thank you, my friend. But yeah, so that's basically everything that we know information-wise about Chain Battle. Again, not sure when it'll be coming out. We assume Golden Week, but that is it for now. I know I've said that 3 times, so let's move on. We did get leaked and then officially announced the brand new LR Nappa and Vegeta. These guys, or sorry, I should say Nappa/Vegeta. These guys are very interesting. There's a lot of new things that they bring to the table. Yeah, interesting to say the least.
Is the right word.
Yeah. We'll go over what they do in a second. Let's take a look at their super attack and everything. We're going to be quiet for this section so you can actually hear not only the OST, but Vegeta and Nappa talking.
It's not hard.
Very nice. So,
Definitely.
Lots of interesting things to note here. We'll go back to Goresh's Twitter, actually, because he notes a lot of other interesting things. He says, I just saw Napa and Vegeta's exchange mechanic. I believe this is the first voiced ability that isn't an active skill. I've also been asking for Napa and Vegeta card that has exchange mechanic, so he's happy about it. So that's really interesting.
So that implies then that the active skill is where Vegeta tells Nappa to dodge, and then once they drop, spoiler, once they drop below 50% after 4 turns,
right, which we'll take a look at.
They have a normal transformation mechanic, but it's voiced.
Yeah.
So maybe they're just going to start voicing regular transformations.
I'd be
down. I'd be down for that.
Yeah, I would 100% be down as well.
Right after the blue fusions, because they both needed it.
Yeah, right.
Hurts still.
Here,
hurts.
Let's take a look. So you're referring to right
before the destructive disc is fired.
Yeah, so I do like to. Another thing to note as well. Also he's an AoE. I'm sure you kind of saw that by the 12 key right here.
His 12 keys AoE. Yeah.
Right, which we'll take a look at translation in a second. But I do like how they did the references in this video. There we go, right here. So Vegeta talks right here, and then that's the active skill, right?
Yeah, I think that should be the active skill. if it makes sense, because it's weird because both of them technically have requirements that you should be able to activate, but this is the only one that would make sense to be like you choose to activate it because for one it nerfs your unit technically, and I don't think they'd want that to be forced.
Right.
And it just makes more sense since that happens before the transformation would.
Mm-hmm. Also,
And it has
very
no
nice
conditions,
reference.
only third turn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at their card. I do hope that they
Oh
continue.
boy,
on
that Vegeta face.
Hey there, bud.
Oh no. Vegeta,
All right.
no, please.
All right. So this is actually here. Let's fix the Zoom. Oh no, this is just Twitter. Go ahead.
Alright, so we have Vegeta, or Nappa / Vegeta, Extreme AGL, Brutal Saiyan of Fury. One Saiyan, not two, just one.
I think they're referring to the race, I guess, but you're right.
I mean, I guess probably just Nappa since it's technically his card to begin with,
Fair.
and then Vegeta can, you know. Leader skill is Diabolical Fiends, Category 4 key, HP attack and defense 130, or Extreme AGL 4 key, HP attack and defense 100%. Interesting thing to note here, I'll say, Goresh translates it as Diabolical Fiends, but I've also seen other people translate it as a sort of betrayal category. Which would make a lot of sense, considering units like Cell aren't. And Cell is a pretty diabolical fiend.
True.
But
I've
it hasn't
also
betrayed
seen.
anyone.
Here, let me see. What was the other translation I saw last night?
Heinous or something, wasn't it?
It was heinous. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah. So a lot of interpretations for this, anyway. Super attack for Nappa, 12 key is his Giant Storm, raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes colossal damage to all enemies. You want to hit us with the quote?
Are you ready?
Oh no, I regret this. What's it called? 18 key is Deluxe Bomber, greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes mega colossal damage to the enemy and greatly lowers defense.
This is the end of the line. My
My
throat.
Nappa impression on point. Alright, passive is Prestigious Elite Warrior. Attack and defense plus 78%. Funny enough, I think Goresh himself explained 78. 7 is Na and 8 is Pa in Japanese. So that's literally Nappa.
Interesting.
It's beautiful.
That's funny.
Key 5 when HP is 78% or above. This is what's one I misunderstood when I first read it. Gain an additional attack plus 78% within the same turn after evading an attack. Not receiving. You have to dodge the attack.
Interesting.
Gain an additional attack and defense plus 7,800 in this year of this meta. A flat boost per enemy at the start of turn. Exchange, quote unquote, with Vegeta conditions are met. Links are Sane Warrior Race, Brutal Beatdown, Prepare for Battle, Berserker, Over 9,000, Shining Limit, and Legendary Power. No Prepared for Battle. I don't like that.
Interesting.
Categories are Diabolical Fiends, Pure Saiyan, Terrifying Conquerors, and they don't want the Dragon Balls, I guess, even though that's why they went to Earth for them.
Yeah, that is quite odd. The only explanation that I could think, which I still think is dumb, but at a point in the fight, Vegeta just says, screw the Dragon Balls. So, like, I know that there's really no logic these days when it comes to categories, but that's the only thing I can think of.
See, I would completely agree if Fizz, Gallica, and Vegeta was not on the category.
Fair enough.
Which he still is.
Yeah.
So, anyhow, on to, the active skill. The Nappa, look out. That was a horrible impression, I'm sorry. Ouch. Alright, so this is the active. The conditions are able to be used starting from the third turn from the start of battle. I missed something completely. Exchange conditions, my bad. Whoops, I'm blind. Exchange with Vegeta when HP is 50% or below after 4 turns from the start of battle. And his active skill is able to be used starting from the third turn from the start of battle, once only. And what it does is cuts his attack by 50% but evades enemies' attacks.
Yikes.
Which is very interesting.
Is it guaranteed evasion?
Yes, 100% evasion for every attack that turn.
I mean, I guess.
Here's the thing, though. It's pretty good, but it doesn't make sense with the card. The card wants you to dodge to get the attack boost. But you're also lowering your attack to get the dodge that gets you the attack boost. You're lowering your attack to get more attack. What?
So are you stronger before or after?
Well, okay, so if this is how it works in my brain, which is how it usually works with units, it's like Fizz Kid Chi-Chi, where
Mm-hmm.
if she gets hit, she lowers her attack by 50%.
Mm-hmm.
But because Nappa would get his boost after dodging, so basically how it would work is think of it as that turn, he'd only get 46, no, 30, yeah, 36, no, 39% attack up. And then he gets the additional 7
The additional what?
because only
78,000.
only the additional 78% within the same
Mm-mm.
turn after attack, because the 50% I believe is only at the start of turn boost, and you get the 78 during the like attacking phase,
Hmm.
which is why it's calculated separately. Like with all the units that like after receiving an attack have such a higher boost, like LR Beerus and the STR Final Form Frieza.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know
Interesting.
why they did it like that. It's very weird, but I don't know why Nappa's attack gets reduced. I guess because he's on the defensive. Why not just boost his defense?
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. Kind of weird.
Anyhow, onto Vegeta after he eats Nappa. Kind of just
Nappa, look out!
Vegeta what?
Because I'm a monkey. No, we're not gonna do the whole thing.
Okay,
Just
yeah.
continue.
We have 12 key as the slash swing, raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes colossal damage to the enemy and lowers attack. Thea, you're up.
Looks like I'm just out of your league.
Why did it sound like Shadow? Oh goodness. 18 key is Gallic Gun. Greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes mega colossal damage to the enemy and massively lowers defense.
Oh, I thought that said I'll blow your entire basement to smithereens. I'll blow this entire planet to smithereens.
Alright, passive is His Highness makes move.
Interesting.
Very nice. Recovers 50% HP once only because you have to drop below 50%. Makes sense. Then it gets a little weird. 3 key and attack and defense 100%, and gain an additional 3 key and attack and defense plus 18% when there is 1 enemy. Gain an additional 3 key and attack and defense plus 18% when attacking a superclass enemy. Attack is effective against all types when key is 24.
Hmm.
And Link's Tough as Nails and Berserker become royal lineage and prodigies, and he still doesn't get prepared for battle.
Interesting.
Mm.
Very interesting.
So yeah, these guys are a lot of people are hating on these guys. I kind of understand why people are saying they're one of the worst LRs, but they're definitely not unusable. They're still SPR, especially is going to be fun with them.
Yeah. Very odd. Very odd
Like,
characters in
that
there.
third turn, you just get guaranteed dodges,
Yeah.
and he's an AOE too.
And he's also going to be good on World Tournament as well.
Yes, World Tournament will be pretty good actually. Another viable unit, I'd say.
Yeah, why I don't know why the game's going with all these World Tournament units, but very interesting.
I mean, we are the game's definitely heading for Saiyan Saga next. Dual Dokkan Vest, because we got LR Krillin after Yamcha got kicked by a Cyberman. Because that's when he got all angry and used to destruct this against Nappa. And now we have Napa and Vegeta. So it only makes sense that we get like a Kaioken Goku and a Great Ape Vegeta, maybe?
Right.
Because we already have the Gallic Gun Vegeta, technically, so.
Right. Plus, they sort of, I mean, it was more
Maybe
so.
it'll just be a standalone Goku, who knows?
Maybe. The reference is also, I know, more so just for Nappa's sake of the super, but they did kind of reference Kaioken Goku here.
Yeah, because like it was after Kaioken Goku just like broke Nappa's back or something with the Kaioken.
Yeah.
And then he's just kind of on the ground, and then
Or
Vegeta's
he
just
broke
like,
his. I think he broke it without the Kaioken actually, but yes, you're right.
No, I think it was Kaioken times 2 he used.
Maybe. Anyway, don't remember the specific.
Card, I remember.
From the okay.
The Bujigiri match card rip, by the way.
Rest in peace. Yeah.
But anyhow.
Yeah, so that's Napa and Vegeta. Very interesting card. Not really sure how to feel about them. I guess we'll just kind of have to see. Of course, just like any LR, they can hit for a lot of damage.
It's still an LR.
Yeah.
So
well, I won't show you this whole clip because I don't want to get claimed by Toei for using the anime.
Nappa.
But if you would like to take a look at this in the comments section below, we do have the Nappa comparison thing that I don't know how to pronounce his name. Joyd?
I Droid, I guess.
Something like that. Anyway, he posts every single new card. He posts a comparison video, so that will be linked in the description if you would like to check that out, because it is very interesting. On to me, yay!
Oh boy, back at it again with the plugs.
Oh yeah. Before we get into the categories, we'll take a look at the brand new assets.
Oh, is that a headless Vegeta? I don't like that.
Yeah, it is disgusting. And armless.
Oh, headless and armless, my favorite.
I'm going to tell you right now, holy cow, this was a lot of assets. This is one of the longest threads I've ever done. Oh, no, it didn't format it correctly. Oh, well, it's fine.
Rip.
Anyhow, so much stuff in here, as you can see. This is one of the longest mega threads that I've ever had.
Yeah.
Basically, there is a ton of different chain battle assets in here. For the average viewer, probably nothing too exciting. But basically, the APK.
You want to get the meme asset?
What's up?
You remember the meme asset?
Oh yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Yeah. But basically, a bunch of different stuff. We had the assets in the APK. We had the assets that are a bunch of different buttons that are going to be in the mode. Some of those you might recognize from the video. I know, right? Buttons, labels, and stuff like that. Not too exciting there. We, of course, though, did have Nappa and Vegeta's assets, which is very, very nice. Lots of really cool pieces here. Headless Nappa.
No,
tasty. No limb Nappa. This one...
worth headless Nappa or smiley Vegeta?
I don't know. We have Disco Nappa here. Very, very nice.
Oh my goodness. That is exactly what that is. I hate it.
But yeah, lots of cool stuff. We have
Vegeta's hairline. Oh no.
Patofu Arc Vegeta.
Stop.
But yeah. Oh, thank you for this edit.
Oh my goodness. Wait, look at the Vegeta asset where his hair is all spiked up real quick. The one was just still, like black hair. The one, the next one. Like, go to the right. Oh, that looks horrible.
How it feels to chew 5 gum.
When Vegeta has a bad hair day.
But yeah, so we have those in there if you'd like to take a look. Lots of other chain battle stuff. That was what most of this was. Some different chain battle effects and stuff that you again may notice from the video were in there. A bunch of different stuff like that. We had the label, which now actually watching that video again, this was something that appeared at the top of the video. So that's interesting. Some general chain battle assets. Which, again, some of it was just like kind of telling you what you should do. Other things are just labels and versus logos and the numbers and stuff like that. This was pretty good, though, because it did birth... or did
Where is it?
But anyway.
Oh, connector.
Yeah.
Nice.
But anyhow, besides...
Where's the nice one?
Yeah. Oh, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. I think that was here. Yeah. This one, the common assets, birthed the best asset in Dokkan history. Nice. But yeah, so
can we just have that in the
yeah, I'll put that in the thumbnail for sure. But yeah, lots of cool stuff in this one just for the sake of that. This one I know a lot of people are gonna like. This is basically like the background image, I guess you would call it. This also has a lot of the assets that are in the news, like little promo image here. But basically just
Vegeta lives on.
Oh yeah, just all the different characters and stuff like that. This looks like something that's gonna look like it's gonna rip from the background, so that'll be interesting to see that.
Yeah, probably.
Also, this Goku, is this the Goku that's in STR Maji Vegeta's card as like a full render?
It might be.
You know what? For the sake of the video, let's take a look.
I don't think so.
That's interesting.
I don't know. It definitely looks familiar.
Yeah, I think, here, let's see. STR, Extreme, let's see. Vegeta, there we go.
It's right there, next to his mouse.
Yeah, it is.
It is. Oh my goodness, just without the halo.
Interesting. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's very
the effect piece because I don't have it. Yeah, there we go.
That's very interesting. Wow.
Huh. Cool.
Because that Goku isn't part of his AGL counterpart, though.
Yeah.
That's a unique Goku asset, too. That's very interesting.
Cool that we have a full version of that now as well.
Definitely, yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, it could be that it was already a full version.
Probably.
Wasn't shown, maybe.
I will have to say, I do kind of get that impression with some of the assets that they do make like full renders of a lot of the stuff that's cut off, because sometimes like in story events and stuff like that, we'll get full renders of things that have been cut off.
Like, remember Fizz LR Trunks saw his higher card art and actual like free body, not just
Yeah.
him getting like sliced.
Right. Yeah.
I think that was one of the first ones, at least.
Yeah, I think so. I assume what they do is they obviously don't post technically all of the art that's in the game, and they keep some of it at the offices because obviously they need to edit it for what appears in the game, right? So
Yeah.
interesting. But nonetheless, though, we have that. Of course, the asset for the treasure box that we talked about a little bit earlier with that opening up. Someone had a great comment that, wow, I can't
Loot
believe loot boxes are in
Dokkan.
Dokkan. We also have a new update to the menu because there is going to be a whole new button
Thanks, I
for
hate
this
it.
on the menu. Yeah, it looks really weird now. Icon
Oh boy,
effects
new Brawley.
got some new stuff that is basically just, I assume, incorporating chain battle here. We'll get to that
Yeah.
Brawley in a second. Oh yeah, so this was the trade jewel I was talking about earlier in the video. Which again, we now know that this works with chain battle, so that's interesting to note. I don't know what this will be called, like when it's officially translated. Maybe we could ask Goresh if he could translate that news post and get the name of it. Actually, I'll ask him that later. But this was also another thing that got added into this download that I didn't really see a lot of people talking about, that again I think is honestly one of the more interesting things, because obviously like the chain battle background stuff is just kind of like, you know, background assets and stuff for creative individuals out there who are making like, you know, Dokkan custom stuff. It's amazing. But this I think is really interesting because, so, as I explain in every video, when I call this the story assets, basically it is the story in the events, right? So, the story that happens in between story events, in between when you actually fight the boss, the story that happens in between events when you're fighting characters in the Dokkan events, right? So on and so forth. And basically, a lot of this here is a bunch of base form Gokus, Super Saiyan Gokus, and base Vegetas. As I explain in every one of these news videos, they basically add all of the assets that relate to a certain character or form when they are going to be the focus of an upcoming event or celebration. And as you can see, lots of Super Saiyan Gokus, some base form Vegetas, stuff like that. And I also like to bring that point up again and again, just because, like, we have, let's see, where did that go? Like, we have the fusion dance here, but this means nothing, like, Gogeta is not going to be a part of this celebration. It's simply because...
Unless.
No. Don't even say that, because then people will get too excited about it. But regardless, though, right, because you saw the, where'd those boys go? Like, here is a bunch of the fusion Gokus, right? But it's just because they like to add a lot of the same character and form. So, I don't know. I don't know if this is cluing into a potential new Super Saiyan Goku event or what have you, because at the moment, right, none of this is really related to anything, I suppose, except for, like, the Saiyan saga leading into the Frieza saga. So, I don't know.
We already got Frieza Saga stuff before.
Yeah, I know, which is also why I find this even more weird. So, I don't know. Time will tell what becomes of why they added all of this.
Frieza Saga 2?
Baby. Besides that, new card assets. You probably saw it when we were going over the chain battle stuff, but there is a brand new Brawley card in the game, which is really, really cool.
Boss for now.
Yeah, at the moment, just a boss. I do really like this art, though. I feel like this Brawley, I don't think I've ever seen a Brawley that literally looks more like Brawley ripped right out of the movie than this one.
Yeah.
They got the shading perfect.
First movie Brawley too.
Yeah.
Which we have not gotten at all.
Yeah.
Really.
Kind of weird.
For like one.
Yeah. But nonetheless, though, that's that Brawley. Very, very cool. Of course, nothing else really too big, though. Just Vegeta and Nappa. Nappa's
made full card, apparently, in the comments there. So.
Yeah. Nappa's SSR, Vegeta's transformation. Here's the look of the full card.
That's honestly pretty nice.
That's a very nice way to use like how the background looks in combination with the effects. Very, very nice. But yeah, so these are here. The Broly is probably the most interesting thing there. All right, so moving on to music. This is a lot of interesting stuff here. So we did get Vegeta and Nappa's theme, which is currently up on the channel right now. You can go check it out, the extended version of it. As well, I don't know why it took them this long to add it. The 5th year anniversary part 2 movie OST was also added, which is also on the channel right now in the extended video that you can check out. Kind of interesting why they took so long to add it. What I assume is going to happen is that it's also going to be used for another event coming up here. I don't know that for sure, unless they are literally just using it for the movie and nothing else and only decided to add it now, which literally sounds stupid with me saying that out loud. So I assume that they're going to use it for something else. As well, there was a brand new sound effect added. We don't know what it's for. I'll play it for you real quick. So there's speculation as to what this exactly is. Could be.
I know exactly what it could be.
Yeah.
I think it's the jingle that plays when you start up the chain battle.
Yeah, that's what
like
I'm thinking
on the menu
too.
where Brawley and like in the video where Brawley and Black were about to face off, like the Zamasu Goku Black or whatever.
Is there sound for that actually? Here we. Can
I
take a
don't
look
think
at
that video has audio.
Let's see. No, it does not. So realistically, it could be that Goresh commented.
It sounds like it would be perfect for it though.
True. Goresh commented opening a treasure chest. That could also be another good one. I'm thinking a victory theme maybe. Other people in the comments I know were saying here. Let's take a look at the replies actually. Hydros, where was he? He said that or a boss when entering in chamber. Yeah, that's what you said.
Hydros is big brain.
But yeah, so we'll see what becomes of that. Again, I will update this tweet when that comes out. I'm not going to upload this to the channel because it's literally a 4-second audio clip.
That's the definition of struggling for uploads.
Yeah.
1-second audio clip.
Yeah, so we're not going to upload this to the channel. Definitely not going to make like an extended version of this or anything. That would be really dumb.
April Fools?
Wait, what?
April Fools?
Oh, yeah, April Fools. Yo, new extended OST. But anyhow, no. Basically, if you want to listen to it, you can listen to it here. I will, of course, make a tweet in the future if they do end up using this in a song or something, but I don't think that they will. I'm sure that it's reserved for whatever the potential mechanic of this is. And as well, we do have a unknown OST. I'm not going to play it all the way through. I will play a clip until we get to the drop, because the drop is disgusting.
Disgusting in a good way?
Yes. So yeah, very good.
Are we in a discotheque?
Yeah, I don't know. If you want to listen to the full song, it will
has to be like chain battle, right?
Yeah, so that's what I was just gonna say.
I know nothing else. Like I was thinking, like at the beginning, like maybe a Kaioken Goku Dokkan event. No.
Yeah, no.
Not after discotheque comes in.
I assume that this is going to be chain battle. That's also what Hydros is assuming. But because the mode isn't actually out yet, and when OSTs are added, they're not like applied to an event or anything with information. We don't know for sure. So for now, we're going to call this unknown. I am assuming that it is going to be chain battle, like you said. Of course, link in the description if you want to listen to the full track.
I'm gonna need that link. Okay.
Yeah, it's very good. I thought about uploading the extended one right away. I kind of just didn't want to, only because I don't know. I kind of want to just upload and call it chain battle, but then that doesn't feel right because I don't know that for sure. And I could just call it unknown OST, but unfortunately, this is basically the best like image in the video that I can give you, unless I just put the chain battle image in there. But I don't know, we'll see if I upload it. Maybe if enough people in the comments section asked for. Or if this video can get 15 likes. Got him! Look at that YouTube goodness right there. Then I'll upload the extended version. But for now, though, if you'd like to listen to this, link in the description below. The other 2 OSTs are on the channel. The other thing I would like to note about this, before we move on, that's actually super interesting, is a little note that I made on here. Basically, 2 of the brand new tracks were actually used in the Part 2 intro movie. One of them was obviously the main theme for the intro movie, but the unknown track that we just listened to, the beginning of that before the drop, was used as the intro for the movie. So we'll listen to that real quick.
Oh my goodness, it is.
So as you can see, right, the beginning of the unknown track then transitions into Vegeta and Nappa's theme.
That's...
Vegeta and Nappa's theme. Sorry, the new
100?
theme. Huh?
Reusing assets 100?
Yeah, wait, also, I literally put the wrong information on this. Whoops, I'll have to delete that tweet. But anyway, no, not Vegeta and Nappa's theme. Obviously the theme of this. But yes, reusing Music Note 100. Now, here's what's really interesting about this in particular. So here, I'll play it for you again real quick, right? This is the intro, right? And then it transfers into the 50th anniversary movie OST that's like the full thing, right? That, again, is up on the channel at the moment. Why did I put Vegeta and Nappa's theme? I'll have to delete that tweet in a minute.
You were sleep deprived. I don't blame you.
Still am. But anyway, I'll fix that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so actually the actual OST is what's used for the rest of it. But this is a very interesting case. I don't know if there's really any bigger picture to get out of this, but this is technically the first time that they've done something like this, at least to my knowledge, unless...
yeah, that we know of.
Right.
Who knows what they could have done?
Yeah, I guess you're right, but the only thing that's kind of similar to this, which is something interesting to note, is that I saw in a comment on a tweet talking about one of the OSTs, is that apparently AGF's theme was added months before it was actually used in the game, which is an interesting tidbit, but is kind of like the opposite of this situation, because these OSTs, right, were used...
Were added way after.
Right, and were added way after. So, I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what that means, or if there's some bigger idea to gather from that, but I just thought there was something interesting to mention. Yeah, but what does that mean? That's right. But yeah, so just thought I'd mention that because that was really interesting, and I know a lot of people were looking for the actual OST for this. So the beginning is the unknown OST, and then the main OST is the actual, we're just going to call it for now, the OST for the intro movie, because we don't have an event associated with it yet. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Moving on, we do have the brand new category here. Wow, this is gonna be a long news video.
Favorite category, ridicule.
Yeah, thank you, DBZ Space, for the great translation. We have the ridicule category again, the heinous category. The what did Goresh call it? The diabolical fiends category. So whatever you'd like to call it.
Betrayal, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. So we have a bunch of interesting units here. Obviously, all villains. My boy Staff Officer Black making the cut. Let's go.
Actually, Staff Officer Black makes sense if we count it as betrayal, because I think he betrays someone in OG Dragon Ball.
Right. We haven't gotten that far in our not our rewatch, our initial watch, but
he technically betrays Paragus by ending him.
Oh, so yeah, I guess so.
Bojack makes perfect sense. Sangia just kind of...
yeah, gets the boot. Frieza betrays the Saiyans. Vegeta betrays Nappa. Slug?
That one, actually.
Yeah.
Baby betrays... who's Baby? Baby betrays Dr. Lychee, I think?
Yeah.
His name was?
Omega? Disabsorbing
okay, that one I don't know.
Yeah,
Goku
I don't
Black,
know.
I guess some must.
No. Goku Black betrays humanity because he became a malevolent god.
Actually,
yeah.
I was gonna say Zamasu technically betrayed Gowasu, so
that too, yeah. Mercenary Tao makes sense because he betrays Shen.
Yeah.
So,
Okay,
or
so if you guys know about Omega Slug, let us know.
yeah, let us know about Omega Slug. That's
Those are
kind of
the only
interesting.
two I can't figure out.
Yeah. General Blue, I don't know because we haven't gotten that far either.
Blue betrays or Blue. Wow, Boo betrays Babidi.
Right. What about Pui Pui?
What about Pui Pui?
I don't know. Wait, also Dodoria.
I mean, technically, well, okay. If we're looking at it,
Oh, I guess he
realistically,
betrays the
attacked
Saiyans as well.
He attacked Bardock's team.
Yeah, fair
'Cause
enough.
Special, so he technically betrayed Bardock.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Interesting. I mean, even though this category isn't technically betrayal, I guess.
I mean, I think I don't know. It depends on
'cause
how they translate it for global.
if
'cause
we're
that's really
going
the
by
only
what did he call
official
this?
translation?
Diabolical fiends? But that could be literally any villain.
Exactly. And Staff Officer Black. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
Diabolical fiend to me.
I don't think so. Because if that's the name of the category, I would definitely put Cell on here, you know?
Yeah. We'll have to, at this point, we just have to wait till global gets this to find the official translation.
Yeah, it'll be
'Cause
interesting.
As much as we hate it, enhanced transformation is official. It's transformation boost. Have to deal with it.
But yeah, new category. Very, very interesting on that one.
Weird category to say the least, but
yeah, we'll see what other leaders become of that. Obviously, at the moment, they're the only leader. What else does Nappa lead then, or does it just not?
Extreme Age, yeah.
Oh, interesting. And then he leads them at his final stage. Interesting that the rest of the forms don't lead that category. Huh.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah,
Oh,
so it's
weird.
just Vegeta and Nappa. But anyhow, moving on from that.
Well, actually, that would make sense, actually.
Why?
Because technically the one who betrays in that card is Vegeta.
Oh.
So Nappa not having the leader skill makes sense.
Fair enough. Yeah. Good. Big brain. Big brain.
Very big brain. Galaxy brain.
But yeah, Kayvon kind of mentioned this earlier too, but Nappa is not on Dragon Ball Seekers. Wah wah. Again, kind of doesn't make sense why. Again, the only reason I can think of, whoa, I just threw my thing.
You see all those Vegetas from Saiyan Saga over there too? Yeah, so do I.
Yeah, all those Vegeta. Nope, no idea. But yeah, I don't know. They've been whack with the categories lately. Also, this is incredible news.
Yeah, they're coming out tonight.
Yeah, so by the time you see this video, they will probably be coming out in like an hour maybe.
So. Yeah.
So they come out at 3 a.m. CST, or as you can see here, 1 a.m. PDT. I double checked with Kayvon this time because last time I filmed a news video, I got the time wrong and I was mad about it. But anyway, the time is on the screen. The time on the screen is never wrong. Okay.
Accept what it is, bro.
I guess. But to be fair, this doesn't necessarily mean, I suppose, that their banner releases tonight.
Well, okay, so they stopped doing that, thankfully, where they just released the card into the game. Like, remember way back when, where it was just in the Dokkan Awakening tab, and we all hated it?
Right. Well, because they know that we have this time release.
Doing that, yeah.
Yeah.
So they just gave up and just said, "Fine, take the card.
Give
us your money."
I guess, yeah. But to be fair, I guess we don't know that for sure. But
well, obviously,
but you're right.
It's better like that all the time.
Yeah.
So we don't get debated.
Right. It's just kind of that's the like clear evidence that we have from many, many, many examples. So yeah, we can kind of assume safely that that's the case. But again, assumptions. But yeah,
bro, when are they gonna release Birth? My favorite card.
Birth. Yeah. I also noticed that this Popo is called Trial to God. That's pretty funny.
I know, right? Anyhow,
I will say this is interesting because then obviously that means that this is a part 2 to the current celebration, I guess, or maybe
unless they just slap the banner because there's nothing else coming with it.
Yeah, which is very odd because Chain Battle doesn't seem to be coming like maybe not soon. It'll be like soon-ish, but not soon, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So we don't know for sure. Obviously, if it is going to be a part 2 or not, but. I mean, I guess they have just released. It hasn't been a while, but I think Bojack's banner they did that. It was just like a random banner.
And I think it was also the Super Saiyan Spirit Bomb Absorbed Goku, where his banner just dropped like out of nowhere.
But that was still part 2 to 13. But I know what you mean.
Actually.
But I don't think Bojack was like part of any celebration, is what I mean. Yeah. But that was a while ago. But anyway. Time will tell when it releases tonight, but that is technically the time that they get added into the game.
Yeah.
Again, this whole recent events and everything does kind of imply that for Golden Week we're going to be getting some Saiyan Saga stuff.
It has to be. Like, they're not going to give us 2 LRs and
right.
nothing.
Krillin and Napa and Vegeta, and not only that, the fact that Super Saiyan Goku, you know, kind of relating back to just Goku in that time period from the story events, assets, I don't know. But anyway, last couple of things that we had, we did want to mention this.
Oh boy.
I forgot to actually put this in the chain battle section, so I'll kind of put it in the description when I link all this stuff in the description below. But, basically this was the essentially like raw in-game info, for like, I assume this is code. Listen, man, I'm the asset guy. I'm not the code guy. But we do have a translation for all of this stuff. Shout out to, I forgot what his name was on Twitter. But this guy here, Delks of Sakaro, I'm sure I said your name wrong, but he translated everything in the comments. So I'll leave a link to this post for that, because he actually mentioned me on Twitter on Dokkan Assets last night, and he was like, I translated everything. It definitely is co-op, because I know there was kind of some confusion last night if it was technically co-op or not. I guess this is a good time, though, to talk about way back in the beginning of the video when we technically said that it's air quotes co-op.
Yeah.
Because
it's co-op, but not really.
Right. As it stands right now, the way that they're making it out to be with all the information that has been presented to us and now we have presented to you kind of makes it seem like you set the 10 units and then those are the units that your friends can use. So you're not actually doing co-op live together, right? It's not like live like an MMO or like Legends co-op, right? It's, I mean, when Legends co-op works, AO, but, you know, you're not actually like playing live next to the other person and watching them move on your screen as you move, right? It's they're setting their characters and then that impacts your gameplay. So I will say that is really unfortunate that they're calling it co-op, only because then in my mind, that makes the chance of live co-op like go down a ton in my mind anyway. I suppose that we could get something else like that in the future. I mean, they certainly know that Legends has live co-op, and I don't know if this is their answer to that, or, you know, if they are going to do something else in the future, because I would love some kind of real-time co-op. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. But this does say, literally in the game, right, co-op for the announcement. So only time will tell in that regard, but regardless, I won't go through all of this because as you can see, this is literally like a wall of text. And again, it is a lot of like code and stuff like that. But basically, right, it tells you a lot of different things here about just different like instances that happen in the event, right? Different details, different acceptance. Ooh, nickname. That's interesting. There's the nice. We found it. Interesting. It looks like maybe that implies that you can give other players, like there'll be a button that you can click it and then it will give them a little notification that says nice.
Nice.
Interesting. That'll be cool to see.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. But yeah, so check for support. Check support setting for lending. Set up characters. Okay. Rescue team. Please organize teams for lending. Right. Especially that implication of lending a team definitely makes me think that it's not real time. Battle energy. Insufficient dragon stones. What a great one. I'll purchase more from the shop. Of course. At 12 a.m. restores refresh. Huh. Interesting. Up to blank restores per day. Recover energy using dragon stones. Number of recoveries today. Interesting. So yeah, lots of different stuff here. Again, this is just a bunch of different information and instances. Like if you know coding, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not an expert on it, but basically a bunch of different instances that trigger in the actual game mode itself. But all very good information to know, and even these little tidbits, right, that aren't necessarily anything to, I guess I would, just say like a general audience. It is interesting to see what many of these like little tidbits of information imply and what they can tell us about the mode, right? So I will leave all of this in the description below, as well as everything else we went over today. That was an hour-long news roundup. Holy cow, that was a lot of information.
Wow. I'm glad I was here for this.
Yeah, definitely. If you guys made it all the way to the end, comment banana.
Thick Napa.
I don't know. I'm hungry for a banana.
Comment thick Napa in the comments.
No. Oh, I forgot. That's actually...
It's fine.
Here, where is that? Hold on, let me go back to the we'll end on that beautiful image of Nappa getting blown up. We now have Cell getting blown up and Nappa getting blown up as assets in the game. Wow. There we go. Ain't that something? But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Again, links to everything in the comment section below. What did I say? 15 likes if you want the extended version of that uploaded now. Let me know. The OST is fire. It might actually be my new favorite OST in the game. Like, no cap.
Yeah, you can just slide me that right now after.
I will. It's very, very good. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, expect these guys to at least be added into the game tonight. If a banner goes up for them, I will probably do at least a small summoning video. So expect that tomorrow if that's the case. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Catch you in the next one. Abgin2 out. Peace.
Bye, guys.